bright blue turf and the Boise State Broncos as they open another season. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Owls ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Took care of it himself. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll get rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the...
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give out of the gun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Takes a handoff. It's Worthy. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Simon. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the grab, it's Sherrod. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field. Nice high percentage play.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 21 to Tennessee. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able able to get him down at the 45. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And the Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Worthy. Nice move there.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Madsen. Firing deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Toss sweep right. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Bermudez. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line is set on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simon. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback in his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The Owls have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Fires deep on the run. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Worthy. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.